in order for us not to continue to push our schedule back and provide our students with more face-to-face time, we decided to go ahead and make that change now. So next week is a short week. We're only in school Monday and Tuesday. We're out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Thanksgiving break. So we want to do a test run on this, and so students can get acclimated to our new schedule. So starting on Monday, all students, regardless of grade, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, should log on to their social studies class. Again, starting on Monday, regardless of the grade, 6, 7, or 8, all students will need to log into their social studies class at 10 o'clock on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Beginning at 11 a.m. each day, we will have Core 1. So Core 1 is usually on Monday, and for 6th grade is usually at 11 o'clock, so there's no change there. But for 7th and 8th grade, we're asking them now to log on to their Core 1 beginning at 11 o'clock. Then Core 2, Monday through Wednesday, will begin for the whole school starting at 1 o'clock until 1:45. And then Core 3 will begin at 2 o'clock each day until 2:45. When I say each day, I'm sorry, I'm referring to Monday through Wednesday. We normally have office hours in the morning. We've cut those hours, but we do still have our office hours in the afternoon where you can get on and talk to your teachers if you have your students having any problems with their work or need to discuss an assignment that's due. All of our teachers are available Monday through Thursday from 3 until 3:30 p.m. through their office hours. And then on Thursday and Fridays, our schedule is staying the same. Students have 2 encore classes. They have Encore 1 and Encore 2. So right now we're just doing 1 encore a day. So for 6th grade, they will log on at 11 a.m. for their Encore 1, 7th grade, same time at 1 that they've been logging on. And in 8th grade, Encore 1 will be at 2 o'clock. And then we will repeat that schedule on Friday. So no fret, no fear. If your child is very, very confused and still don't know where to go, Monday morning, log on to your social studies class and tell your teacher, I don't know where I need to go next. And the teacher will sit down with them and make sure that they go to their correct course. So again, if they're confused and need to know more information, just say, honey, Miss Savage said, get on your social studies class, and they will tell you where you need to go. So at the end, again, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer any of those questions, but starting on this Monday, this schedule will go into effect. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our media specialist, Mr. Owens, and he's going to give us some information about our website overview. So good evening to you, Mr. Owens.
Good evening, everyone. I need to share my screen here. All right. Can everybody see the screen? Thumbs up if you can see the screen. Okay, perfect. Okay, just going to be a quick overview of our website. If you look up at the top, you're going to see a row across the top. It's going to be different links that you can click on to get a little bit more information about our school, as well as getting information from GCS schools directly. I've got my pointer, my mouse on About Us, and if you just look at that, hover around it, it'll give you a drop-down menu, and it has on this one, it has overview, school leadership information, report card, Title I. If you like move over to the parent section and just hover on it, it's going to open up some different links as well. We're going to be looking at a lot of these links here are directly linked to an information page within GCS school as a whole. And also, as you scroll down, you can see some that concern Welborn and information that you can find there. For the student one, you're going to look at something that's going to have a Canvas student guide. This can help with some troubleshooting of your Canvas account. Student handbook for the school. NC Wise Out is a resource where you can go and look up information for your classes. It has a lot of databases that you can actually explore for information. Let's see, let's get back to here. As you go across, you're going to see the staff directory and everything. If you click on the staff directory, when it opens up, you're going to get some information concerning teachers and staff of Welborn. And when it pops up, you have to excuse me, I'm on satellite Wi-Fi internet, so mine's a little bit slow. You're going to see the teacher's name, staff name, and it's also going to have their GCS email for communication purposes. All right, and let's just go back home. All right. All right, whenever you click on the website, you're going to see a scrolling slide area. This will be the main thing that you see, the main thing that you see on the page. On those, whenever you see a slide, information slide, if it says read more to the outside of it, if you click on the read more part, that will actually take you to a little bit more in depth about the slide. So you can actually click on the read more and get a little bit more information about the slide that is actually showing. I can only put so much on the home page. So the read more is very important because it will actually take you to a second page that will have more information for what might be something that could be very important to what you are looking for. All right, let me go back. All right. One thing I really want to touch on is that when Ms. Savage was talking about the new schedule, this section right here where it says school news, that is going to be probably one of the most important areas of our website because that's going to have information that pertains to Welborn. Okay, as you can see there, it had the link for the parent meeting, the Zoom, and whenever you hover over it, it will actually pop up and it will say read more and everything. And so whenever you see that, you can click on that. So I see here, I've added, as of tonight, I've added this slide, this area here where it says the technology, Welborn Academy of Science Technology schedule. If you'll just click on that, it will actually take you to the page where you can actually see the schedule. So it's what Ms. Savage touched on earlier. So they can just bring it up. So I said, so in the school news section, that's where you're going to find 99% of the time it's going to be something that's very pertinent to Welborn Academy. All right, let's go back home. And I'm just going to touch on a few more things real quick, and then I will turn it back over. All right. All right, and if you scroll down, okay. Oh, let me just touch on these real quick. All right, the icons that my mouse is hovering over right now, these are links that will take you directly to an information page in GCS. GCS food services, athletic information, transportation information. This is a link to GCS calendar, this calendar for the district, information about the Board of Education, who is your representative for the High Point area, school report card, which gives you information about Welborn and our academic prowess, and then you're going to have another staff link which takes you to the staff directory again. All right, and just give me the calendar here. When we get back into the actual classroom learning, This will have a lot more information about it because it will be a calendar of events that are happening at Welborn or that pertain to Welborn. And lastly, on the bottom down here, we have a spotlight area. This will have videos that, like I said, that pertain to Welborn. This one right here, Miss Savage is going over our Title I meeting. The reopening, under reopening schools, this is all links to a information page within GCS as GCS district. And over to the right, you have quick links, which is just some more information about Canvas, Canvas a Parent Guide, some math resources, as well as some information pages for GCS as well. All right, and I think that should cover pretty much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Owens. If you all have any technology needs, please feel free to contact Mr. Owens. Again, if you have any technology needs, please feel free to contact Mr. Owens. So if you have multiple children and you need a computer because they can't all get on the same time, you can come to the school. We'll be happy to get you a computer. If you need a hotspot for internet purposes, we can get you a hotspot within a day or so. So if we can help you in any way whatsoever with technology, please contact Mr. Owens. We will be open, of course, tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday if you would like to pick up anything before we leave out for Thanksgiving. We will be closed next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, again, 4-hour Thanksgiving break. So again, any technology needs you have, please feel free to contact Mr. Owens. We will now show you parents how to check your students' grades through PowerSchool, and you can check those at any time. PowerSchool is the method that you should be using to check your child's grades, not Canvas. Canvas is a source, but PowerSchool is the most reliable source to check students' grades. And even as they transition from here and go to high school, you will be able to use PowerSchool to look at those grades. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Canty. Share that video with us.
This is how you check your students' grades using their login.
First, you will type in my NC Ed Cloud, myncedcloud.org. Rapid Identity will pop up, and you will have your student to enter in their username, which is usually their student ID or their lunch, also known as their lunch number. You'll click Go. Then you'll have your student to enter in their password. This is the same password they use to log into Canvas to do their assignments, and username. Click Go. I don't want to save the password on this particular computer, so I'm going to click No Thanks. Here are the different apps and rapid identity that your students have access to. Canvas is where they complete all of their assignments, and they submit their assignments, and they go here to see what assignments need to be completed. We want to go to PowerSchool Student to view their grades. So I'm going to click here. These are your students' grades. Here you have all of your students' classes as well as their attendance. If you notice that this is not correct, please make sure that you go and you have your students you talk to your teacher about any absences that they may have. Here you have each class that your student participates in. You have their first core class, their second core class, and for this particular student, you have their encore classes. This is their first encore, this is their second encore, and then their third core class is social studies and science combined. you have their first quarter grades and their second quarter grades. You can click on the grade to actually see the assignments that the student has completed. So here I can look at all of the assignments and the grades for this particular class. If I want to go back, I go back and click back, and then I click the next class. A sure indicator that your student needs to make up work. If they have a 50, then that means that they have not completed an assignment. So for this particular student, they have not completed a reading log. They haven't, for 1 week, they haven't completed another reading log, and they have a few other assignments, one being a graphic organizer and a paragraph they need to complete. They will go back into Rapid Identity under Canvas and complete those assignments. This is how you view grades using your student's account. Again, you may click on any of these numbers and it will take you into the student's account, into their grades, and you can see what assignments need to be made up.
Thank you so much. So before we close, we do have just a couple of announcements to make. The first one, incompletes need to be made up as soon as possible. We still have some students with incompletes from the first quarter. We really need students to get that work done. Reach out to those teachers. We need that work done as soon as possible. We are out. We are being out a little bit longer now than what we anticipated. So math books, we need to send out another set of math books. So if you're very close to us, please come Monday through Friday to pick up math books anytime between 9 and 4 p.m. Again, so please come pick up math books anytime between 9 and 4 p.m. And again, if you need additional laptops and you want to get a laptop prior to Thanksgiving, please come on Friday, Monday, or Tuesday between 9 and 4. And then after Thanksgiving, you're welcome to come that week from 9 to 4 p.m. Also, I do have where there will be a food giveaway tomorrow at the Southside Recreational Parking Lot. Again, the Southside Recreational Parking Lot, there will be a food giveaway tomorrow, 100 free turkeys and canned goods and desserts from 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. And that's at the Southside Recreational Center. Then that parking lot, and that's 401 Taylor Avenue. Again, that is 401 Taylor Avenue. So I wanted to make sure that we share that information as well. At this time, I'm going to open it up for any questions that you all may have. We are asking if you would please be so kind to put your child's name and grade in the chat. If you have additional questions outside of what we can answer right here, you are welcome to stay on and we can go into a breakout room separately and have a conversation, or we can open it up so you can ask your question in the whole group. But Mr. Kenty is going to activate our chat again, and we will see if you all have any questions at all. You can put it in there, and if you could please also be sure that you leave your child's name and grade in that chat as well. So any questions for the whole group? And you can ask to come off mute. That's the easiest way now that we can see. If you picked up math books, when you picked up your report card, that is correct. You do have the correct math book. So you are on the right track. So if you picked up books during the report card giveaway, you do have the books that you need. Very good question. Any other questions for the whole group? All right, we will stay around for a while. Again, thank you all so much. We are so appreciative that you took time out
Ms.
of your
Davis,
Thursday evening. Yes,
if I may interrupt for a moment for all of those
sure.
who are here, I want to give a big shout out to a young man. Hopefully, he's still online. I saw him when he joined, who was listed as our scholar, one of our students of the week, at a recommendation out of one of the 8th grade teachers. A big shout out for he was student of the week from last week, Mr. Samuel Desentil. I may have said your name wrong. I apologize, but give it up for Sam. Samuel, he was one of our students of the week from last week. We stopped by to drop a special gift off just for you, Miss Savage and I. So all of you are on the line, please give a big shout out and virtual hand clap and praise for Samuel. And once again, there's some other folks that we will be celebrating coming up this tomorrow, which is Friday. We'll be dropping by some homes with some gifts. So good job to Sam. We appreciate all that you're doing in your class and for being a great virtual student. So once again, shout out to Sam in 8th grade, Samuel Desentil, for your great work in remote learning.
That's it. Thank you again. Happy Friday Eve. And thank y'all so much for your support. We really appreciate it. And Ms. Jernigan, I see your hand, and we will set up a breakout room in just a moment.
Miss Savage, I think Kimberly Matney's parent also has his hand up.
Did you hear that name, Mr. Canty? Can you unmute, please?
Yes, ma'am. Did he have a question? He can't unmute. What was the student? I mean the parent.
Hey,
Kimberly Matney.
Yes, I understand Kimberly has social studies at 10, science at 11, and language art at 2. What time does she have math and tech?
okay, is Kimberly 6th grade?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who's her teacher? Do you know a homeroom teacher?
Leggett?
Miss Leggett?
Yes.
All right. Is Miss Leggett still on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
So she would have me for court 1,
And what time does she sign?
11 o'clock.
Okay, she's supposed to sign on at, I understand, at science for 11 o'clock.
Can you put Mr. Canty, Miss Leggett, and Miss Matley into a breakout so they can look at her schedule and make sure that it's correct, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
She'll do it one-on-one. Thank you for bringing it up. You're welcome. Who did you put in that breakout room, Mr. Canty? Should be Leggett and Miss Matley.
Yes, ma'am. I did 2 rooms. I did one for you and Miss Journey,
Okay.
and then I did
Okay.
for Miss Matney and Miss Leggett.
Thank you.
I want to give a shout out to Brent Lee's mom. She is in the Philippines joining us for this meeting.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Are there any additional questions? Thank you so much.
Ex-
Go ahead.
excuse
Go ahead.
me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Someone's parent and Andrea, she has a question for something. She's sending it to me though.
Okay. Do you have the question already? I don't see it in the chat. Was it dropped in the
It
chat?
says, will the work be due at the same time?
We're not changing the assignments. For the most part, they may be a little more detailed, but the same assignment listing, and Miss Buxton or Miss Sumner, you can jump in, correct me if I'm saying something incorrect. But all work will be due the same, around the same time, not necessarily at the same day. You still have a window because it's virtual to complete and turn in work. Even assignments that are past due that you may have missed, because we are virtual, we're still being flexible. And if you have some concerns, just make sure you reach out to any of your teachers. And we're definitely here to support you through that process. Ms. Sumner or Ms. Buxton, any other thing to add to that?
No, sir. Basically, if they just reach out to their teachers will be able to tell them when their due dates are.
I got your direct message as well about the hotspot. Give me, if you can send me your direct information, we'll reach out to you tomorrow, and we'll get you set up for a hotspot. Any additional questions? Glad to hear that, Rashad. Staff, thank you so much for staying. I know it's been a long day. Feel free to drop out unless you just want to sit and look at me for a little longer. Happy Friday Eve. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you, staff. I'll stay around for those who need assistance. Ms. Sumner and Ms. Buxton, if you don't mind staying on just a couple more minutes with me. Maybe
Yes,
something.
Is Miss Miller, 8th grade, Miss Miller on here?
She was.
She's gone.
She may have logged out when Mr.
Okay.
Kim-
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Are there any additional questions?
Miss, did the Mantleys, did they make it over to their breakout room? You good? All right, very good.
We're good. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
teachers.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening.
Good.